This is Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Look at the man. Standard procedure this. Standard procedure this.
You know what I'm going to first start off with, don't you? That was fucking mustard. That's Oscar Bevis.
That's how you've started every phone call for the last 2 years.
That's your secret kind of. Remember you called it fucking mustard. I've never heard mustard before like that, but yeah.
His first ever show, I said it was fucking mustard.
And I've never let
him
know
that. This
yeah.
was double fucking mustard.
Double fucking mustard, yeah. Mustard, yeah.
Mate, we got a lot to talk about. Shaquille Thompson, by the way, that man is looking like a killer.
Listen, that guy's clinical, so hard punching. Listen, I've been saying it for a while, Oscar. This guy's going to be extremely hard to beat in the middleweight division. He's tall, he's awkward, southpaw, he can punch, he can fight on the inside, you know, he's got that awkward range as well. He's going to be clinical, but listen, that was a good performance against Wilson Bent, but let's go now. Let's call them middleweights out. Let's see what he's really got. He wants to mix it with the big boys, and I don't think there's many middleweights. I won't put him in right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to get carried away after good performances, but you were up there, and this wasn't you getting carried away. You were up there saying, with chest, put this man with anyone in Britain.
I would, because you know he can fight and you know he can box, and he's got the heart as well. He's got it, and he works so hard, so why not? He wants to mix with the big boys. He's not one of these fighters who's coming, wants to win 1 or 2 titles. He believes he's a future world champion. If that's the case, as a promoter, I want to see him beat these big boys. I want to see him beat number 3 and number 2. Let's compete up there. But listen, just a big statement he's made today. Let's see we go back to drawing board, and let's see who's out there. Let's see who's right for Shaquille Thompson. But yeah, I'm buzzing. I was jumping all over with that. It got me buzzing. Got the heart beating fast.
Yeah, and the whole card did as well. Stoppage win for Maxi Hughes, Ryan Walsh. Wow, a really good night of boxing as a whole as well. Not just what we saw from Shaquille, but a deep card and a card that done it justice entertainment-wise as well.
Yeah, right from the start. You look at performances from Taz Nadeem and Ed Hardy, and Colby Mack put a good performance on. Jack Boxwell as well got the stoppage. Obviously, I've lost a few quid tonight, Oscar. With
£1,000 per stoppage.
It was £1,000 per knockout, and I called it.
Skin.
So,
Izzy Asif is skin.
Yeah, again.
Call it.
And with all these lights, I don't know what my team does with all the money. You seem to spend so much on lights and stages, and I blow it all on knockouts. But listen, the fighters deserve it. They put their lives on the line. They risk a lot, and if why not make it happen?
Yeah. And one person who was impressed with the show tonight was your new best friend, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, Edward Hearn.
I'll be honest, I felt quite proud seeing you two together, because you've always said to me you see him as like the benchmark for where you want to hit, and he walked in today and he went, mate, this is impressive.
Yeah, now listen, listen, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, they're a top outfit, aren't they? There are not many people in the world that beat him. It was great that he showed his support and collaboration, and I think boxing, Oscar, needs it. Geographics of boxing has changed in the sense where promoters are working together now. They're working on different platforms, and broadcasters are working together, and this is just another sign of that. They've done the weigh-in here on our stage with no problem whatsoever. Got the phone call from Matchroom saying, can they do it on our stage the night before? Our fight night was not an issue, and it was great that Eddie stayed and he really enjoyed it, got into the fights, and listen, he's good at what he does, isn't he? But he was impressed. He told me he wants to borrow our lights for tomorrow, but I said, no, fuck off, mate.
Might be able to charge him and get some of your money back. Do you know what he did like? The food as well.
Yeah,
seeing him tuck into an Indian backstage.
Yeah, that little bit of touch in it, little bit of touch for the guys. But no, listen, overall, we're great that GBM started a collaboration with Matchroom. It's kind of first kind of proper work we've done.
Do you guys talk business as well?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, listen, we were just talking about the game, and sometimes promoters relate to promoters, and we're asking about stuff and talking about Riyadh season. We were talking about Conor Ben. We talked about all sorts. He's a good cricketer as well, he says, and that's my main sport, as you know. Cricket, we've got a lot of common, and he said I'm daft as him. That's what he said, so I reckon he's about right as well.
Knowing you both, I can confirm that is true.
Yeah.
One thing that's been flying around, and it was mentioned in an interview that Umar done with Billy Joe a couple of weeks back, I've got to mention it. Billy Joe Saunders and yourself, is this a link-up that we're going to see? Is he going to return on a GBM show?
When Billy Joe comes back in some form of capacity, I'll have involvement in it as a promoter and GBM. That's all I can give away. Nothing else, Oscar. No matter how much you smile at me, how much you trying to squeeze them eyes, don't give me them puppy eyes. I'm not giving you nothing else away.
Can I not play the whole we've been friends for a while?
No, we've been friends, Oscar, but listen, I've got an obligation in business, and Billy Joe's a great friend of mine. And when Billy Joe makes a comeback, I'll be involved in some sort of capacity. But I said it so many times, Billy Joe comes back when Billy Joe comes back, but listen, he's done well in life, he's done well in investment, so when it's right for him, he'll come back.
Yeah. One name will always be linked around Billy Joe is Chris Eubank. Just quickly, what did you make of his little outburst the other day?
A bit fucking mad, weren't it, really? A bit mad all over the place. I don't know what it's about. I don't know the history behind it. You know, I don't know if it was just a burst, emotions you get. I don't know what it was about, but yeah, quite surprising. Did some numbers, didn't it? But yeah, listen, it's boxing. Things get said and done, and then apologise the day after. It just happens, and yeah, not really look into it too much.
Yeah, I'll try and link Billy Joe into that then by saying, is Billy Joe Saunders and Chris Eubank Jr. still one of the biggest fights you can make in British boxing?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. You've got your AJ Fury, you've probably got Conor Ben Eubank and Billy Joe and Eubank, because the rivalry's so real. It's not a put-on rivalry. They genuinely hate each other. They do not like each other. And I still believe Billy Joe, with the 1 or 2 fights, will come there and do the number on Chris Eubank Jr. But listen, like I said, Billy Joe will do it when Billy Joe wants to do it. And when he does it, I will be part of it in some sort of capacity. And let's see what happens.
Yeah. Final one, how do you rate tonight out of 10?
9.5. I said it. I can comfortably say this is the best night of boxing we put on. Value for cards, value, calibre of fighters, production, entertainment, crowd. You know, the place was absolutely packed all night, Oscar. And it's been a crazy journey. You know, 2.5 years ago, nobody in British boxing have heard of GBM or Izzy Asif, and now there's nobody in British boxing that don't know of us. We made a statement, we've dared, we've been great. And I've got to give a shout out to my team, Oscar, because you know, a lot of people might see me on the mic, but I've got an unbelievable team that work tirelessly, non-stop, and they've got a passion about GBM, and they've got a lot of affection for it, and this is why you see nights like this and shows. But yeah, we're looking to have a big 2025 with a few more signings and a few more big shows, and this is the start of like the levels we want to be at. I want to mix with the big boys, and I make it no secret, Oscar. You know, like some promoters might feel a bit shy. If I weren't going to mix with the big boys and big shows and big fights, I give up. It's not worth this game. It's so hard, so much stress to it, so much financial pressure. I won't waste my time, Oscar. And I'm genuinely saying it. I want to mix with the big boys. I believe I will mix with the big boys. You know, whether it's next year, whether it's 18 months or 6 months, whatever, it'll happen. But I'm just grateful, one step at a time. We're developing all the time, and yeah, we're in a good place. And it's been a good 2.5 years for GBM and myself personally in this game.
Mate, come in. Well done.
Oscar.
Well done, mate.
Loyal as they come, Oscar Bevis. You've backed us from day one, Oscar, so when I'm that Hall of Fame promoter, you'll always get time, don't forget, alright?